Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time I'm going to talk about the MLB Standings Week 5, where today finish the Week 5 of 2024 MLB regular season, and tomorrow will start the Week 6. Like the last four videos, I'm going to talk about how are the MLB standings are in the American and the National League. So let's start again with the American League, with his division, where my Yankees are still leading this division. They have the second best record in the American League and the third best record in the all the MLB, where they are leading the division with the record in 1910. They have won the six out of the last six games, and yesterday and today the Yankees make a record because they won back-to-back games with more than 15 careers. So this is a very amazing thing. And I think that it's been 50 years ago when the Yankees achieved that. So the Orioles are one game behind the Yankees, and the Red Sox three games behind the Yankees. And you can see here that only the Yankees, Orioles, and Red Sox are with a record above 500. For first time in the season, this division have two teams with the record below 500, where the Blue Jays and the Rays are there with the record below 200, but they are very near to the 500 record. This division is still a very close, but you can see that this created that gap, where it looks like that the Yankees and Orioles are going to fight for win these divisions, and the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Rays are going to fight to enter as a wild card team. We'll see, because the season is still early. And in the Central Division, the Cleveland Guardians have the best record in this American League, and the second best record in the MLB with the record in 1909. They have 2.5 game advantage from the Royals and the Tigers. That, in my opinion, in this moment they are the surprise until this moment, because remember that these two teams in the last 5 to 7 last season, they have been fighting to be one of the worst teams in the league. So this is amazing. And the Twins that are there, they have a positive record. They are 4.5 games behind the Guardians, but it looks like that this division is close, especially between the Guardians, Royals, and Tiger, and the White Sox. In this moment, they are the worst team in the league. I don't know, alongside the Marlins, but this division is very close, because you can see here that four teams have a record above 500, and this is amazing. So this division is close, and let's see how it's gonna to finish, because this is still early. And in the West Division, you can see here that the Mariners are in this division with a record of 15-13. They have 0.5 games advantage for the reigning champion team, the Texas, with a record of 15-14. And the Athletics that are in this moment are the surprise, because remember that in the last 5 to 7 years, they have been struggle a lot to compete, because now they are the surprise, because they have a great record. Of course, they are 5 games behind the 500, but in this moment they are 3.5 games behind the Mariners. So they are fighting to win this division and to enter as a wild card. And so I am very disappointed for the Astros, because I thought that in the beginning, in the first 4 weeks, this was a very beginning, but in the end, it looked like that the Astros are not going to qualify this year, and they are going to suffer a lot, because they have a record of 9-19. They have the second worst record in this moment in the American League, and it looks like there is going to be a very complicated way to recover, because in this moment they are 10 games behind 500, and this is very difficult to fight when you have a lot of games behind 500. But the good news is that they are still the season is still early, and they are just 6 games behind the Mariners, the leader of this this division. But they need to start to winning games, because if not, they are not going to qualify. And in the National League, in the East Division, the Braves have the record the National League and the MLB with a record of 19-7. They have won 8 of the last 10 games. So did the so do Phillies so do Phillies because they have won 8 of the last 10 games. They are 1.5 games behind the Braves. So it looks like that is creating that gap where the Braves and the Phillies are gonna to fight to win this division, and the Mets and the Nationals are going to fight to enter as a wild card team in the National League. And the Marlins in this moment, they are the worst team in the league with a record of 625, and they are fighting against the White Sox, the Chicago White Sox, to be who is going to be the worst team in this season. And in the Central Division, this is also a very close division. You can see here that the Brewers have a 0.5 game advantage against the Chicago Cubs. This is a very close division, and in the third position are the Reds with a record with 2.5 games behind the Brewers. So this is a very close division where also the Pirates and the Cardinals, the last two teams in this division, they are very close with the Brewers because there is just 4.5 games behind the Brewers. So there is still early in the season, but it's creating that gap. But it's a very competitive and close division where everything can happen. But this is creating that gap where the Brewers and the Cubs are fighting to win this division, and the Reds, Pirates, and Cardinals are fighting to enter as a wild card team. And in the last division, in the West Division, the Dodgers are still leading this division. They have been leading this division all the season except the week 2 or 3. But they have in this moment the best record in this division with the record 18-12. Remember that the Dodgers had to be a bad week. The last 2 weeks, the week 3 and 4, but they recovered this week. They have a record of 6-4 in the last 10 games they have played, and they have 3.5 game advantage against the second place. They are the Giants, and 4.5 game advantage against the Padres and the Bucks. You can see here that this division is close, but you can see here that the Dodgers are creating that gap to win this division, and it looks like that in this moment that the Giants, Padres, and Diamondbacks are gonna to fight to enter as a wild card team in the postseason. And the Rockies are playing alongside the Marlins and the White Sox to be one of the worst team in the league this season. So in this video was my opinion, and I talk about how are the MLB standings are through our 5 weeks of game. So this is all for today. See you next video. Gibran.